Heavyweight boxing fans, what's the deal? All right, man, so taking a walk right now around this lake. Now, I was just listening to an IFL TV interview with Dillian Whyte. He's always entertaining listening to him, man. And he's pretty much, calling people out. I guess when he got injured, when he suffered that injury for that Marius Walk fight, that slight ankle sprain that he had, after that, because the Derek Chisora fight, the rematch with Helenius fell through, and they were going to try to get that fight made, the Chisora versus Whyte rematch. Then that fell through. So Dillian Whyte, he was talking a lot of shit on that interview. He doesn't really think much of Joseph Parker. He said Parker is the weakest title holder ever. That was according to him. He also was talking about Wilder. He said that Deontay Wilder, according to Dillian Whyte, he believes that Deontay Wilder fights the way he fights because he's scared of getting hit. Like when Wilder opens up and he's real wild, he believes because Wilder doesn't want to get hit. I don't know too many heavyweights that like to get hit by another heavyweight, but that was according to Dillian Whyte. And I understand he's talking about his technique. So I know somebody in the comment section is he's talking about his technique. I know he's talking about his technique, but then he was talking about Klitschko and the Anthony Joshua fight. And he says that, well, he didn't say this, but this is what he was kind of alluding to, in my opinion, because when Klitschko had Joshua hurt, and he didn't jump on him like a lot of fans wanted him to, Dillian Whyte was saying that's the difference between having a guy like Emmanuel Stewart and having his protege in your corner, because he felt as if Stewart, after that round, even the round he got dropped in, and he had some success in that fifth before he dropped Joshua in the sixth, he felt as if a guy like Stewart would have got in Vladimir's face in the corner. You know what I'm saying? And kind of told him, like, hey, man, you need to go out there and finish this dude. Fuck boxing, go out there and fight him. And that's what I was telling you guys. I kind of agree with Dillian Whyte with that, because I was saying the same thing as far as not having Emmanuel Stewart there. People in the comment section try to point out that, but Vladimir's won without, or, after Stewart passed, he was still winning fights. And yeah, he was still winning fights, but it's not the same mentality in that corner if Stewart was there. And nothing against Banks, Banks knows his way around the gym. He's a former fighter himself, trainer, learned from Stewart, but it's different than having Stewart, man. Because Stewart sometimes will tell you, hey, man, fuck technique, fuck a jab, fuck footwork, go out there and fight him, get him out of there. Sometimes you need that, man, so. But it was a really good interview, man. I advise you guys to go check it out. And he was talking about getting his title shot. That seemed like the thing he was talking about most was getting him a title shot. But he said even though if the title shot doesn't come, he doesn't want to just fight bums or, some obscure journeyman that probably I've only heard of, right? Because I'm the dude that watches journeymen and prospects. And some of you other guys out there too, but a small percent of us fans would know about. He still wants to take meaningful fights, which I think he should be, taking meaningful fights, even if a title shot doesn't occur. And that's what I like for these dudes to do, man, not just try to sit out and wait and hold on, because a lot of these title holders got mandatory situations going on. And I don't think these dudes should just be taking on mandatories or journeymen to try to, preserve themselves to the point where they're just getting into fights that we don't want to see. I still think they should be, I think they should be fighting dudes that are also rated in the top 10. That makes sense, right? If you're a top 10 fighter, fight top 10 opposition. Just because you're in the top 10 doesn't necessarily mean that you're just going to get a title shot. You need to earn your position or earn that mandatory spot once you get up there. At least that's just what I think. But you guys let me know what you think in the comment section, man. I'm out.